How's it going, everybody? This is Jonathan, TK16890. Welcome to another episode of Under the Helmet. And today's guest is Andrew Popel, SL10214. Did I get that right?
Yes.
How's it going, Andrew?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good, man. I ask everybody since the current situation, how's the quarantine life?
It is wonderful. Staying home every day, locked inside, not being allowed to leave. You would think it would be every nerd's dream, right?
Until it
Let
happens.
me out. I've never wanted to go outside and play a sport before more in my life.
Yeah, that's the
You
one
could,
time. That's the one
you
time you'll
could,
hear any of us say that.
usually I watch outside and play video games and just binge watch stuff all day. After 8 weeks, it's no, I want to go outside and play a sport. I'm not good at any sport whatsoever. I want to go outside.
Well, that's why we get to do stuff like this and have fun
Yes,
with
this
it to
is,
keep us
I've been looking
occupied.
forward to this for the past week.
So, the question of all questions that every Star Wars fan gets asked is, how'd you first get into Star Wars, man?
My dad, he would watch them, he would try to get me to watch them as kids, and then, well, he got me to watch them. And, well, that was probably mistake number one.
And so from there, it just snowballed. Started getting the toys. Just started. What was the?
Toys, the video games, the books. At one point, I tried to collect the hardcover book for every single EU book.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
There was at the time like 160. I got like 90 of them before I ran out of room and money.
Yeah, and for the people who don't know, getting the hard covers is always way harder. It's easier to get the soft covers, so that's quite a challenge.
Hardcovers are only done for the first printings of books, unless I think it's like 100,000 or 200,000 copies they have to make of the soft cover before they'll reprint it, or it's a million or something. I don't remember the exact number. It's some ridiculous amount to get reprints of the hardcover. So they're
Yeah, so not only is that challenging, it's also can get quite pricey, I'm sure. So you've been into it your whole life. Me and you are both fairly young.
33.
Yeah, 30. There you go. Yeah, I mean, for 501st terms, we're both kind of young. So
I started in my 20s.
yeah, exactly. So how did you find out about the 501st?
In 2000, I was in high school and I went to my first con
Mm-hmm.
as a field trip with the Anime Club.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And that's how I found out about the 501st. And I went, I want to do this. And then I waited 10 years and had money. And then I joined not the 501st, but I joined a little smaller group. And then as I saved up money, I was eventually able to join the 501st because the expenses are a lot more.
And you're part of other groups. What other groups are you part of?
I am a part of the Dark Empire, Saber Guild, and Rebel Legion. I'm actually Kylo Ren in 501st, Saber Guild, and the Dark Empire.
That's awesome. And what is your Rebel Legion costume?
Rebel Legion is my Jedi. And Pajama Ben Solo, and I'm going to be doing the end of the episode 9, good guy Ben Solo.
Oh, that'll be cool, yeah.
I am a completionist, and I am going for every single one of his costumes, including the cool. I don't know. Have you been reading the comic books?
No, I haven't, honestly. I've been slacking on the comics.
He's got this awesome part Han Solo leather jacket with the gun belt and a bandolier type belt over his leather jacket in the rise of Kylo Ren comics. And I'm just waiting for the standards to come out.
Oh, man, that's awesome. And then it's cool now that they sell the Ben Solo lightsaber at Disney's Galaxy's Edge, too. Uh-oh.
It's not the Galaxy Edge one, but it is from.
I know what I have to do.
It is a nice Neo Pixel setup.
Oh, wow, that was really nice. Very nice.
I was conveniently located to get to fast.
So it seems like you're really invested into Ben Solo.
I am. I am. I do love his whole story arc, and it was fun when getting to see the new movies and the first movie and see him at the midnight premiere and seeing him take his helmet off, and it was just like, and seeing him the fighting style with the sword with the cross guards, and I studied German medieval sword fighting for a few years, which it's the broadsword, so it's got the little
Yeah.
and all that. So it's just like, oh, he's fighting how I know, and he, yeah, this is awesome. I want to do this.
Yeah, man. So that's cool. And most people, when they join the 501st, most everybody does a stormtrooper. I'm guilty. I did a stormtrooper costume as my first costume. Or even if they want to do a Sith, they do Darth Vader. What turned you on to say, "Hey, I'm gonna go all new and do Kylo Ren"?
A few things. I was saving money for a while, so I had some of the funds, so I didn't have to. And then I saw the movie. I liked his character, and all my friends were going, "You really look like him." And so I was like, "Oh, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. You're going to be doing charity work and trying to dress up as space people and swing sabers around and helping little kids. If I can, why does why does this one look like this character?" So I decided to go for the character I look like to start. I
No,
do have some other characters on works eventually. I have an officer uniform I got to fix up, and I would like to do a stormtrooper one day because, well,
that's awesome, man. And the cool thing about you being Kylo Ren is you can do helmet on and helmet off, which a lot of
yeah,
people
I
do.
grew my hair out. I used to have a buzz cut. This is the longest my hair has ever been.
That's cool, man. See, now that's costume commitment right there.
It is. I used to do lots of characters with like short buzz cut hair, the Ninth Doctor when I went to cons. I even did a really junky Thrawn ones. I can't do now because I have way too much hair for Thrawn.
So did you put together your own costume? Did you buy all the pieces separately? What was your process for the people that don't know and would like to get into this whole thing?
I cannot sew. There are people that can sew, and more power to them. I can do leather work. I threw money at the project. I'm going to be real honest here. I
Oh, that's good.
had just started teaching, had just gotten was getting real paychecks. And I spent money. I found I went on the forums, I did my research, I found everyone going, this guy makes the best tunic for Kylo Ren. So I went to them, and then this guy has the best boots. So I went to him, and I just went around and found what everyone was saying made the best parts, and I bought from those people.
And no, this is good to hear too, because I'm the same way. I can't build or sew for the life of me, and I've been lucky enough in this club to have a lot of good friends who have helped me build all my costumes. Thank God. But it's good to hear this side of things for everybody who thinks that, oh man, I have to know how to build. You don't have to know how to build. You can many resources. For those who don't know, what was the source, the forum that you used?
I actually use a Facebook group called the Knights of Ren. It is
okay.
On Facebook. It is completely and utterly just about Kylo Ren. You could go on the Sith Lord forums and find all the information there, but everyone that's on the Sith Lord forums is also in this Facebook group. At this point, there's Facebook groups for almost any character you want to build it, and people have reference pictures up there. People have testimonials up there of different makers. It's a little bit easier because you can type in a maker name in the search bar, and it'll bring up everything that people have said about it, just instead of having to try to read every post on forums and try to find and piece together information from there. It's a little bit more easier to search.
And for those who are worried, I'm sure, because I'm part of a couple groups like that, most of the people in those groups are comprised of people from 501st and these other clubs. So if you're worried that you're not going to get the right standards, you definitely will get the right standards that you need.
There's a mix. There's people that are talking, and if you say, like, I want to build this because I want to join Rebel Legion, the 501st, Saber Guild, the Dark Empire, Mandalorian Merc. That's all the costuming want. The people will give you the makers that make towards it. Nothing is guaranteed. No one can say, you buy this, you're guaranteed submission, because it all depends on fit and this. But there are makers that are known. They make to the standards. So as long as it fits right, it should get you approved. But what you were saying about not being fairly handy, I'm a fairly handy person. Mm-hmm. But some of this stuff is so interesting. Like sculpting, the people that sculpt the helmet, making it, it's art. Some of this work is art. And it's just a completely different talent than being able to go on a lathe and make a bowl out of a chunk of wood or things like that. It's a completely different process, and it amazes me from a technical standpoint how accurately people can do it from looking at it on screen and never actually having the real object in their hand.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes fan-made stuff's better than the licensed stuff that you get. It's crazy.
That was about the R2-D2s in the new movies. They were some of the droid builders. They called up and went, "Hey, we need some R2-D2s for the new movies. Who wants their droid to be in The Force Awakens?"
Or even that we've gotten lucky as a group, as the 501st and Rebel Legion and some of these other groups, that we're lucky enough that we work with Lucasfilm because they know our costume standards are that good that they can use our costumes.
Yeah, I got to have one of the best experiences of my life, and I don't tell my fiance this. Probably will be the best experience of my life. She actually got to do it with me. We got selected to go to the premiere of The Last Jedi in Hollywood. From all the work that we do in the group, mm-hmm. We got selected by one of the groups to go and do that, and it was unbelievable. It was just being there, seeing the movie before, a couple days early, and just getting to meet some of the actors, some of these people that have, some of them, like, it's a job for them, and some of them have embraced so much. Some of these actors, they love the fans just as much as we love them.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've got lucky when Force Awakens came out. I was the XO with another person, and we got invited to the premiere of Force Awakens. They told us like a couple days before, so I couldn't go, and I regretted it so much. I couldn't get off of work.
Look, I went up to my boss and I straight out told him, "Hey, I'm not coming in these days. Not can I have off? I'm going to Hollywood to see the new movie a couple days before it comes out. I don't care. You can fire me."
Yeah, dude, that's what I should have done.
My boss looked at me and went, "You're going to Hollywood to see a movie before it comes out and meet some of the actors and actresses?" They're just like, go. Most people understand that's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
That's true. My boss has been pretty lenient with a lot of the opportunities that I've been rewarded, but sometimes I go, man, I don't want to push my luck. But I should have did it anyway.
Some of the things that some of our members have gotten to do, California, some of the people got to be in The Mandalorian. They needed stormtroopers instead of making the kids. They're like, we have these group of people that have accurate kids that they look just as good as when we made the movies. Let's just call them up. Some of our guys got to do this. What was it? The Christmas commercial for Spike a few years ago.
That was me. Yeah, that was me and a couple other people. It's funny when people bring that up every year and they post it, and like they post it to my page. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in that.
Okay, I had to ask you. I know you're supposed to be interviewing me, but how was that? Because that just seems unbelievable to me.
Man, dude, that was my first. This was before Disney bought out Lucasfilm, like right before. So we were still just Lucasfilm, no Disney. So that was one of the first big things I got to do. It was me, Chris Behan, Ruby, some people that don't even troop anymore. But dude, that was a crazy thing. We were in Brooklyn. They gave us a whole tour bus so we can change and do all our stuff. They brought a choreographer out who we had to learn all this weird choreography that Disney would definitely not let us do nowadays at all. But the only bad thing is it was freezing out, and they did not realize that we only had one spandex and plastic, and they would like leave us in between them filming for like 20 minutes, and we're like, we're freezing. Like my beard had icicles on it when I took off my helmet, so they had to like get a thing to like keep us warm. But it was a crazy fun experience, and something that I didn't think would last as long as it did. Like every Christmas, somebody posts that. It's like the Star Wars Christmas commercial.
I've seen it on TV last year. They still replay it every year. Whenever they do their, their holiday Star
Yeah, it
Wars.
was cool. They sent us all copies, so I have like a DVD copy of it.
Oh, for Christmas, do you have a projector yet? And you play it outside the house? Like,
Right, I should. I have. It's funny. I have a couple of DVDs from a couple. I've been in like a Cartoon Network commercial. I just did that. I recently did the ESPN one where I got to wear the Sith Trooper costume from the actual movie. So that was a crazy experience. So yeah,
I'm just waiting for them to go, hey, we need someone that's 6'3".
dude, I'm telling you, with all the Star Wars stuff happening, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, look at the group of guys who got to go to Jordan not too long ago.
I wanted to apply for that so badly.
I did too. Same thing. I just didn't want to push my luck because I already did 2 things where I told my job I wasn't coming in to do the Sith Trooper stuff. Because come on, wear a costume that was in the movie. I'm like, I'm not going to miss that. But I didn't want to push my luck.
Yeah, Jordan is a rough area. I would have loved to go.
Yeah, that too. That was my other worry. But I mean, after I've spoken to most of the guys doing this little show, and I've heard the story like a good 5 times now, and I regret it not signing up for that.
I regret it so much.
Actually, here, check this out. This was when they got to visit the film locations. They got to visit, if anybody remembers, in the last movie, everyone, they were nice enough to bring us back little souvenirs. This is the sand and the pellets from the quicksand.
The pellets from that quicksand, yeah.
Yeah, they made these cool little labels.
A little bit of a prized possession that we are all happy enough in Empire to, we all hold on to these.
Yeah, I'll keep it right here in my case, all my toys. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, you definitely get some crazy experience. So on that note, what is the most, you just told me, I guess, one of the most craziest things you've got to do because of this club, but what's one of the most rewarding things you've got to do because of being in the 501st or Rebel Legion?
The most rewarding has been going to hospital. And it is absolutely the most rewarding experience that I will have with this group is whenever we go to the hospitals or we do the Make-A-Wish event. Actually, there was supposed to be a big Make-A-Wish event this week that was postponed because they were supposed to be granting a kid's wish. We were doing it with Disney. The kid wanted to go to Galaxy's Edge. They were going to bring him down there. We were doing a whole big reveal. Can't do now. But doing the hospital visit, just being there, and the whole time you're like focusing on these kids that they're sick. They're in these beds for days, weeks, months. You think this lockdown is bad? Those kids would be like, did that easy. Mm-hmm. 8 weeks, that's nothing. Come back here in 3 years. I'll still be here. So the focus is, okay, I want to give each kid 5 minutes where they're not thinking about being in the hospital. You go there, you interact with everyone else, you interact with the kids. Whatever you got to do to make the kids laugh. I always bring a bunch of our swag, trading cards. I buy tons of patches when they're up on the forums, and I, give these kids prizes and stuff, and they smile and they laugh and they're happy. And
yeah, it's
go outside, and then you get in your car and you cry. You cry your entire drive home, but you do not cry when you're there.
No, you can't.
Smile. You make the kids smile. You make them laugh. You make them forget what they're doing, and you leave, and you feel like you.
And that's when you put on the Kylo helmet, so nobody can see you tear up.
That's the joke I make, and everyone's like, "Why are you wearing the helmet to this one?" So I can cry the entire time, and no one will see it.
Yeah, man, they definitely are. And you know, I've asked everyone this question, and everyone has said the hospital troops. That's like, you know,
That's it. The Fire First is about service and charity and raising funds for these kids, but it's better than raising money for them, getting them to forget that they're sick and putting a smile on their face, because kid fighting cancer or all these other diseases, and they don't have a lot of reasons to smile.
yeah, it's crazy. Some of these kids are, you know, they're very sick and terminally ill, and it's crazy how just seeing us can make them happy for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's crazy. It can totally change their day.
That's it. That's all. When those troops come up, it is a fight. You've seen it on the forums. Everyone. We
Yeah.
had 4 spots in a hospital. All 50 members of the nursing go, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. We said 4. Well, why did 50 people sign up?
Yeah,
We only
everybody wants to, that's almost as exciting as doing a high profile event is doing one of the hospital events.
I would trade a spot at a Yankees game for a hospital visit anytime.
Sure, 100 times, and it's a lot more rewarding, and you're a lot less tired afterwards.
Yeah, the big events, they're fun. We are lucky enough that we live in New York and we get some really big events, and they're a lot of fun. But some of the smaller, low-key ones are just as much fun. Like some of the library events where you get to interact with just a lot of kids and put smiles on their faces. Those are just as much fun as being mobbed for 5 hours of the adult fan.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then especially, you know, not that it's a bad thing. Everybody should be having fun, but when we do sporting events and you're dealing with a lot of people that are drinking and alcohol, it'll be a little concerning, and you got to have people with you to make sure people don't get too handsy. So it becomes a lot of work.
Handsy people at sporting events for Star Wars characters.
It happens. Well, handsy, I mean in the terms of them, you know, like, you know, they don't know. They're
They
pulling on
want
your
to touch
costume
the
too hard.
costumes, grab the helmets, grab
Yeah, they don't realize how expensive some of this stuff
neighbor. Oh, can I swing that? No, please don't.
is.
Please don't. Knocking people's stuff off.
Oh, I've seen. I remember I saw somebody's Jango Fett uh, backpack get a hole in it from a fan. Just I've seen helmet. Some little kid at, it wasn't a sporting event, but some other troop. He ripped a piece off my E11 blaster for my stormtrooper. I mean, you know, it happens. These are
I
things.
saw one of our Vader helmets get broken. And it's true.
Yes. Yeah, there's been some crazy stuff.
And a good Vader helmet can be the price of someone's car.
That's true. That's what people don't realize. We put a lot of time and money into this little hobby of ours. So you said before that you have a fiance. I know you are lucky enough to have a fiance who's also in the world of cosplay and Star Wars
Actually,
cosplay.
how I met her.
So there you go. Tell us a little bit about that. How is it having your significant other be a part of the thing you love?
It's amazing, and also not the best for my wallet.
Well, because then you got to get two of everything.
No, not that, but I want to do this new costume. You should totally do that new costume. Go buy it. There is no restraint because we just go, yes.
Yeah, complete opposite of my house.
Yes. Did I spend $1,000 on this new lightsaber? Which one? I want that one. So I'm spending $2,000. Okay.
And for those who never think that you can find love doing something as nerdy as we do, you're wrong.
I met her at a convention where I recruited her to actually join. I was with Saber Guild at that convention. Got her to join there, and she joined from there. She joined also Rebel Legion, and she is looking to join the 501st. Her sister also joined, who is getting ready to finish up her TIE pilot.
Oh man! And what costume is she going to be doing for 501st?
She hasn't decided yet. She's got some that she's looking at, but so hopefully soon I'll be just throwing money at it as soon as she decides.
Well, that is awesome that you can experience that. Not a lot of people can say that.
If the Sith Lord detachment releases the Dark Ray, if we get enough references for that, she does all the light side rays, so I know she would definitely do that one.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, that wouldn't be too far off. The same way you're doing light side and dark side bend, you can do light side and dark side ray.
She's a completionist. She has all the different Ray costumes, all the little accessories we get.
Has she done the new Ray lightsaber, the yellow? No, here we go. Very nice. That is awesome.
I may have recently gotten it for her as a surprise. But
So
yeah,
yes,
got the saber.
I definitely see what you mean about it costing money.
Every time you ask me something, I just give me 1 second. I go get it. If you see behind me, that is all costuming.
Well, that's awesome. I wish I could say the same here. So you told me your most exciting thing you've done outside a costume. What's the most exciting thing you've gotten to do with these clubs inside a costume?
Most exciting thing inside a costume, there's been a few. One, going to the hospital troops and putting the smile on my kid's face. But personally for me, I'm a diehard Yankees fan. I love watching the Yankees. I kept my mother and my father were Yankees fans, my grandparents were Yankees fans. And we were watching the Yankees, and I got to go and be on the field and walk the dirt or the warning track around Yankee Stadium as a Star Wars character, as Kylo Ren. And it's just, what is happening to me?
Yeah, dude, for me too, that's me living in the Bronx, was a big thing to do when you walk in the Yankee Stadium field. And also, if you are a fan of the Yankees, we get treated very well there, especially afterwards.
Yankees treat us like foreign dignitaries get treated.
So it's totally worth it both ways for the fans and for us.
We go to some troops and we give it a bathroom to change for 40 people. They give us like a visiting team's locker room. Mm-hmm. And then after the game, they give us a skybox to go and hang out in to watch the rest of the game in. And that is something I never thought I would ever experience.
Yeah, also, so all the food you could possibly imagine.
I love that troop.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the most fun. I think I only ever missed last year, and sadly, because of the situation, I don't think we'll be having one this year.
As all sports have been canceled for the year, I think it is. Yeah, I think that's going to happen also.
For that note, what have you been doing as a Star Wars costume fan and part of all these groups? What have you been doing to keep yourself busy? What have the groups been doing to keep themselves busy in this time and be active?
I've done some small videos online. Me and my fiance, as Kyler and Ray, read a book for a library. We read "Are You Scared, Darth Vader?" And she would do all the parts, and as Kylo, I would react as I did all the Vader parts. No, my grandfather's not scared. He's not scared of anything. So we done that. Rebel Legion just did this big thing for, charity is it? Give me 1 second. I can't remember exactly which charity it was. And this was just the other day. It was called Rebelthon.
Yep, Rebelthon. Yeah, I was tuning in.
It ended up in 24 hours raising over $11,000 for UNICEF. It was all the money went to UNICEF, and it was a bunch of different people from Rebel Legion, 501st, interviews with people from the movies that volunteered to help us out to raise funds, and we were able to raise $11,000 for that, which is insane. It was like the old school 1970s telethon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was
on page of the internet, and I think it should only. I think it needs to be done every year and just get bigger and bigger. And I think
Oh
that
yeah, it should. There's a lot of things that have spawned from this, like this little show here, that are definitely cool things that should keep happening even after this is done.
I think that Rebelthon after this year, you know, more and more people from the movies will join in, and getting 12 hours of content will be more like 24, 36 hours of just
For sure.
content that we can do. You know, there was May the 4th weekend. You know, this week is Star Wars week.
Oh
So
yeah,
we watched
day.
Star Wars.
And
I cooked out the Star Wars cookbook. We watched Star
oh,
Wars.
that's awesome! You did the whole experience.
I gave my fiance a May the 4th gift.
That's awesome.
I got her the Leia, the limited edition Barbie doll, the Leia one.
Oh yeah, those are really cool, actually.
They're so cool looking. And now I need to buy the rest of them over.
And what has, since this is a 501st show, what has the 501st been doing in these?
We've been trying to organize some events. I know that there's some virtual troops we've got getting ready to come up, and just trying to react. We're doing this show. We helped out with Rebelthon. There was stuff that our guys posted, different videos that we've done, just all types of things that everyone is trying to work together and come up with things that we can do locally, nationally, internationally, just to keep stores alive, keep the charity aspects alive, and keep everyone just happy inside. You know, we did virtual troops, which if you haven't seen the two virtual troops we've done so far, go online and look up the Empire City Garrison's virtual troops. Those were a lot of fun. We did. We baked some cookies, and Kylo tried to get Rey to join the dark side by grabbing her with cookies while she was training. And then Kylo and Rey did a force fight over the toilet paper, where we had toilet paper just being in the air between the two of us, trying to make it.
And that's awesome.
That no one's getting toilet paper because for some reason that's what we're hoarding during this pandemic.
Yep. Apparently everybody needs the toilet paper. But the cool thing about this is to see everybody's creativity and kind of making light of everything that's going on, and you get to see all the cool ideas come out. All the links for the virtual troop page will be in the description when this is posted, so you can just check out all the links. We'll have them on there.
They're a lot of fun, and please watch everyone's creativity and try to do something creative yourself. If you like Star Wars, post a funny video. Try to look into the groups. Maybe you want to join.
Yeah, and even if you just do a video, you know, like, hey, you can help somebody just by lightening up their day doing your own video. So that, yeah.
Hey, I like Star Wars, and here's why I like it. Maybe you should watch it.
That's it. Yeah, man. So, dude, I'm very happy you came and hung out with me and did this. It was really fun.
Fun talking to you. Nice break from my day of sitting on the couch and writing lessons for my students.
Yeah, man, this has been a cool thing. Just you know, I've been able to hang out with so many different people from the group lately, so it's been a fun experience.
When this is over, I can't wait for us to. You know, the first trip after this is over, everyone is going.
Oh yeah. This is going to be the one time that you see everybody sign up for all the troops that nobody wants to do.
I feel bad for whatever venue it is because you asked for like 4 people. You're going to get like 40 because everyone's going to show up. You're going to have 30 stormtroopers, Kylo Ren, Vader, everyone you can think of is going to be at this event because we're all going to want to get out of the house. Just troop.
For sure, yeah.
We can go, we can troop. Let's do it.
And everyone's just going to want to hang out and see each other.
Whatever restaurant is near that troop location is going to do very good.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Because we're going to be hungry, we're going to eat, and we're going to all want to talk for hours.
Well, all right, man. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. And yeah, bro. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Stay safe.